August 2008. It's crazy when you go back and watch yourself in a past state. I don't mean like a glance. I mean like really look at yourself. More often than not, if you try to remember back to how you felt at that time, you can almost always remember the following. 1, you thought you knew way more shit than you did. 2, you were probably way more confident than you should have been. And 3, nothing whatsoever could have prepared you for what was to come later. In August 2008, I was slowly gathering material for what was to be my first full-length, all-original album. The first swing at what I would really comfortably feel like was something of my own. A Soiree For Skeptics. One of the earliest standout tracks to everyone involved was a 3-verse crime caper told from the perspective of a suspect on the run. My dude Sharp Sound did the beat. My brother Ryan Evans, aka Miyagi, was on the hook. Right around that time, a few friends and I set out to try and translate the rather ambitious concept into a visual. See, at this point, we hadn't really done many music videos. We had no budget whatsoever. And I think it's safe to say a decent amount of weed was being smoked at the time. I will say, we gave it the good old college try, we really did. The production, and I use the word production extremely loosely, ended up spanning the space of a couple years at least. But eventually the scope of the concept and time itself defeated us. Now looking back on it all these years later, with everything I've learned from then to now, I think it's fairly safe to say we had no fucking clue what we were doing.
Fugitive.
It would be hot to shoot a bunch of us like just sitting in chairs with disguises, you know. So there's all different kinds of faces, and then the one like we'll be rhyming, you know. But there's a bunch of us. There's like you, there's fucking Beans, there's Ramel, like a bunch of people just dressed up in weird, like, you know, whatever disguises and shit would be fresh.
I think I'm weird enough.
Yeah, just bring something you wear regularly and shit. Exactly.
See, we started shooting in 2008. The concept was really just to mirror the whole song. I mean, we didn't really have a out-of-this-world concept at the time. We really just wanted to tell the story that the song told. I was gonna play The Fugitive, and we were to start shooting in 2008, and then from 2008 to 2010, I was planning on, 2010-11, I was planning on growing out my hair for the first time in my life. Figured why not? Might as well grow it out before it falls out or goes all the way gray. And then we would shoot basically the beginning of the video when I had this bunch of hair, and then shoot the stuff in the beginning, which is to be like, you know, when I go into hiding and go on the run. So the main footage that we were able to capture started on the bridge.
You gotta go slower, the song ain't gonna start.
Yeah.
Should we just have
Right,
a verse?
yeah.
I worked in the city for years, thought that I could.
Yeah.
We were mainly working with a couple friends of mine that we all worked together. We had a day job at Reality Kings.
So, do you think it'd be possible to get this dude to like put the tripod on a skateboard or some shit, so that like he could be walking by, and then all of a sudden like he'll be rhyming and shit? No?
So we would try to concept our stuff after work and then use whatever gear that we had of our own and see if we could lend anything from the office. So it was really a low budget affair. Actually, it was a no budget affair. One of the first things we also did was try to set up the murder itself. So we called in my good friend Gianni Cash from Mayday, and you really got to give it to this guy. I mean, when it comes down to it, everyone that was involved in this process, people that we tapped anyways to help us out, this guy really went the extra mile because his job was to be murdered, which involved like laying face down on our friend's apartment floor for an extended period of time with fake blood all over his face.
Let me see. Look at him in the mirror.
It's like we just got.
Wait. No, just rap.
Rap?
Or yeah. Just kind of like do your thing, and I'll play like some sort of character.
He's like, yo, thanks for killing me.
So really looking back, when I think about everyone that was involved in the video, I really feel the worst for him because the video never came out and we ended up having to keep him on the floor with blood all over his face for nothing. So shout out to Gianni Cash.
Let me see that. Flip it around so I can see what the fuck. That's pretty high. Oh, he's alive! Oh my god! He's moving!
It's like I knew the whole time that we were trying to make a video that was bigger than what we were able to accomplish at that time, but it really didn't stop any of us that were working on it from trying anyways. We really wanted to produce this video, and I mean, we didn't even have a treatment. I mean, we had a rough idea, but I don't think a real treatment ever got drawn up. See, I had only edited a few videos myself, and we hadn't really completed a lot of music videos at this time. This is before the Mayday surge started, when I really started learning how to edit, and we were getting videos done on the regular. So without a budget, one of the things you spend money on when you have a budget is locations. So trying to find places that I would be a fugitive on the run in Miami, luckily wasn't too hard, but it definitely took us to some interesting locations. Some places in Wynwood and Midtown that are now like active businesses, but at the time were just run down, empty, abandoned lots and buildings. And some of them still to this day are abandoned. And then towards the end of the process, when we thought we were gonna try and reboot the idea after leaving it dormant for a while, was the time to come and me to cut this hair I had grown on my head. See, now when people see footage of me to this day with the curly hair that I had grown out, they laugh, because this is like, nobody's used to seeing me like that. I wasn't used to seeing me like that. So we hooked up with my homie Rudy Goblin.
Yo, MTV crib right here.
That's like this where the magic happens.
That's where the magic happens right there. Homemade bedroom, courtesy of IKEA.
We had Plex play the dude living in his crib for his cameo, and then there was the moment to make it happen.
It's gonna take a long time to start surface, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to start right on your scalp. You can kind of start like
trim it down so the clippers don't get caught.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna happen.
Too much hair will get caught, and then they'll pull your hair.
Yeah, but this scene is not a classic.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Unless you want to go like this.
Try it. Just go like that. Go from the top, but when you go in, kind of feel like don't go to like in. You're off out. You're off out. Also, grab some hair. Yeah, like grab it and go like, you know, grab it like exactly. It'll help it come out. You know?
Is it on? No. Oh, I'm just testing it out. Oh shit.
If I remember correctly, this is shortly after the time I had battled No Can Do for Grind Time, because I was growing out the hair purposely for the video, but I had set up a battle. I hadn't battled in 5 years and had set up a promo battle for Grind Time with the homie Cap Callis. So I figured it would be, nobody knew that I had this hair, so I figured it would be hilarious to just go to the battle and really fuck everybody's head up, especially No Can Do, by going in looking different, you know? So that's what I did. It was tough because it was one of my favorite records on the album, and it was the scope of the song was so big and the story was so deep and rich that it would have required a lot to make a video. I mean, if I had an animator at the time, I would have preferred to just animate it, but of course, like, animation is expensive, so we tried to make it with the shoestring budget that we had, and didn't really get us that far, but we did get what we got shot. So I've been sitting on this footage for some years, thinking I was gonna try and turn it into a video, and then it came to the point now where, you know, I'm looking back 6 years later, and I'm thinking, I think we can finally let this video go. So I wanted to take a look back at it with you guys. Still to this day, when it comes down to it, we learned a lot shooting this video, or attempting to shoot this video, and I'm sad we never got it finished, but it's still one of my favorite songs in my catalog, and hopefully one of these days I'll be able to go back and afford to do an animated video, just to really big it up the way that I feel the song deserves to be bigged up. But I got mad love for the brothers that helped me, everyone that was involved in the video shooting and made the cameos and came through for your boy. And you know, there's a few videos in our career that haven't gone to fruition, but this is one of the ones that I always think of, that I was so sad I couldn't finish, and just like the idea got bigger than us. But we had fun trying to learn how to do it, and you know, no regrets. No regrets.